Happy, happy holidays, my friends. Today, we're going to do a festive dress up with my two peach-haired girls, Clara and Olwen. When I got Olwen, I was really interested in seeing her hair next to Clara's to see how similar it is. I can't help but feel that in real life, Olwen's hair is just like 1 degree darker and warmer than Winter Arden's, but I think essentially they have the same hair color. They look really different in the face though. Clara has that serene FBL mold, and we love an FBL. FBL is my favorite mold. And Olwen has the RBL Renew face mold, and look how much bigger her eyes are than Clara's. If you watched my last Dolly dress up with Olwen, then you know the dress that I want to put her in, so let's go ahead and get her undressed. Ooh, I'm excited. There's a tag inside so that you can see this dress was made by Anne Anarchy. I feel sheepish because I texted Anne to make sure she made the dress, and I should have just looked inside. But sorry, Anne, and thank you very much for your quick reply. Ooh, I love the way these tones look with her hair. I wonder if we should put some tights on her? I think that I could make either of these work, but I'm leaning towards the green ones. I got these green ones secondhand a long time ago, and the sort of beigey cinnamon colored ones are from a shop that is no longer open. So I hope you are all doing well this month. I know it's been a really hard year, and some people aren't going to get to see their families this holiday season. If that's you and that's something you're sad about, I'm so sorry. I hope you can do something else that's fun. we're not doing presents in my family this year. We are doing stockings, but in lieu of gifts, we're going to donate to charity instead. So it's been pretty laid back around here without any Christmas shopping. These green tights were originally made for maybe a ball-jointed doll, I think, because they're very long. They're much longer than Blythe legs, so these took a little while to scoot on and pull up, but I entertained myself as usual.
Work it all the time. Dance, 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 Sonora. Dance all the time. Work, 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 Sonora. Work it all the time.
Now I'm thinking about what else I want to throw on her. Recently, I bought a bunch of little velvet bows off Etsy. They're meant for infants and toddlers, but I thought they kind of looked like a nice size for Blythe. So because I just got them, I think I would like to use these today. I think I'd better see about shoes first, maybe? These are from one of the Takara shoe sets, the I Love Shoes Red set, I believe. I completely splurged on both sets and now I'm broke forever. There's a white pair in the same mold from the I Love Shoes white set. Here's some simple red Mary Janes from the Takara Shoe Cruise night set. And here are some Mary Janes that Beatrix is almost always wearing because they fit Lika feet. Yet more Mary Janes. These are Coco Colette's stock shoes. And here are more green shoes, boots from the Takara I Love Shoes white set. And of course, some green and brown cowboy boots. These are from the Takara Knees and Toes Serene set. I don't have the set, just the boots. I feel like I need to think about whether I want any more layers on her too, like a sweater or something, and then I can decide on shoes. And then after that, I can decide on a bow. Here's a little knitted shrug from Flissy666, who I am not sure is around anymore. I looked for her on Flickr and I couldn't find her, but this is by Flissy. It's got a little knitted flower on it with some beads. Here's a super stylish coat from Rev de Rui. It's got this cute pom-pom tie that you can cinch around the collar or around the waist. Oh, the shrug has these matching mittens. I totally forgot that I had these too. Well, I think I would like to try the coat. just tie this on. Now let's look at some of these different pairs of shoes actually on her. I didn't actually like any of these with this outfit, but I thought of a pair of boots that one of my other girls has been wearing, and I went and I took them right off her feet. I think that these are maybe Prairie Posies stock boots. I bought them via Instagram, so I'm actually not sure. But I do love this mold, and I think that this is more of the vibe that I want. Let's move Clara aside so we can concentrate on putting the finishing touch on Olwen. Her hair is actually pretty silky, but since it's wavy, it looks kind of matted at the ends. And girl, I know how that is. I have wavy hair too. Okay, now which color bow do we want? Oh, it has to be this one, right? Because red is totally Sporty Lover Finesse's color. This is the kind of accessory that I wouldn't leave in a doll's hair for too long because it will definitely leave a dent. The good news is that dents will settle and go away, but still, if I can avoid putting a dent in their hair in the first place, I will. I'm thinking just casually on the side. Oh, no, that's too high. That's better. What would look really cute is a matching one on the other side. Maybe someday when I have money, I'll buy a second batch of the same colors. Honestly, I think this red velvet is just so pleasing with her peachy hair color. I even like the orange eyes with this look. There's just so many nice warm tones, but I think I'll put her back on gray. All right, let's dress Clara. Clara has been wearing this dress for years. It's from Plastic Fashion. I just associate wolves and foxes with Clara, so she has more than one dress with foxes on it. Clara has so much hair. I'm sure I've talked about this before. The other day, I sat down with her and I combed it all out. I've been doing this method where I just use one single knitting needle to do all the detangling. It does take a long time, but I really like it. It took me absolutely forever to go through all of Clara's hair. I think she has 3 to 4 times the hair of my other Blythes. It's massively heavy and it won't stay out of her face. Let's see if any dresses catch my eye. This is a vintage Barbie petticoat. I think it's so pretty. The pastel colors in the thread makes it look iridescent. A simple white dress from Nina Bella 9. What if we did a really angelic look for Clara? What about this dress? It's from a shop that seems to sell pottery now instead of doll clothes. It isn't a Christmassy sort of dress. Or is it? There are tiny star buttons on the bodice and this voluminous skirt with stars on it, and stars are Christmassy. I pulled a couple of green dresses too. This is from Rev de Rui also. It's so cute how it's embroidered around the collar. I love that. This is a dress I've had forever and I'm really fond of it. I got it secondhand in 2010, so don't know who made it, but many of my girls have worn it. It's got little hedgehogs and owls on it. Let me just take a quick peek in my separates box. I've had this forever too. I believe it's from Sugar Mag. It's just a pale green top with a little peplum. Okay, let me look at tights and layering options. I've got lots of white lacy tights. You guys. This one kind of matches her eyeshadow. There is plenty of room for a petticoat under this skirt, so I think we have to do it. This is more of an amber gold color, but I think it might look pretty peeking out from under the skirt. I mean, do you guys like that? I kind of like it. I usually use this petticoat with fall dresses, so using it with a more wintry dress up is pleasing to me. As for shoes, here are some white Mary Janes with little silk bows on the toes from the Takara I Love Shoes white set. Some white Hello Cool Cat boots with fur, very wintry. Coca-Cola's stock Mary Janes are still sitting right here. Well, the white Mary Janes are the most delicate, so I'm gonna go with them. I'm honestly not sure if Clara has ever once worn anything other than boots. Okay, let's see what we can do with this absolute avalanche of hair. Hold this for me, Bo. I think just pulling back some hair from her face is the way to go. Nothing complicated, simple and sweet. Real quick, let's look at her other chips. Light blue, dark gray, a much brighter blue. Surprise, surprise, I'm gonna go with the brown. There we go, two peach-haired girls getting bright and merry for Festivus. Clara looks like she's going to a party, and Olwen looks like she's going caroling. I hope she comes to my house.